This is Eldritch Buds, an actual play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition podcast. What's up, Eldritch Buddies?
What up?
What's up, my guy?
Buddies.
Sitting at the virtual table with me today is Scott.
Sneaky, stealthy, a captain of a ship, Cambrio Voss.
Wills.
Playing Zed, who's supporting Captain Cambrio?
Speedy.
The always alert Chode.
And Josh.
Playing Jinxie, who's got a really wet, matted tail.
And I'm very confused as to what a alerted chode is. Your DM tonight, Connor.
Giggity.
Previously on Eldritch Buds, Emily has been taken, Mildred has been murdered, Korg has been badly wounded. In the aftermath of the attack on the Erasmus estate, our heroes try to sort out a plan of action. With no lead on Emily, our heroes decide that it is best to take care of John's delivery to Capelon first, to gather more resources to help find Emily. After notifying John, our heroes head into town where they jump on a barge to set sail to Capelon. That night, Zed has a mysterious dream, possibly involving his past. What will this boat trip have in store for our heroes? What does this haunting dream mean for Zed? Let's find out.
Okay, so we pick up in the middle of the night, the first night, after Zed wakes up from a dream, and him and Chode are on the deck of the ship.
You's alright over there?
Oh,
You're screaming pretty loud.
you heard that? How loud was I? You think the others would have woken up?
Well, one's a big dumb elephant, the other's captain. So I think we're okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that. It's been a long time since that's happened.
What happened? Did you see something?
It's kind of a reoccurring dream, nightmare.
Oh.
I'm not really sure what it is, to be honest. I don't have a recollection of anything that happened prior to a few months ago, and this dream, nightmare, whatever it is the only glimpse of a potential former life that I get nowadays. But usually it's like that quick little flash of something, and I wake up.
So you think it's like a vision of your past?
I mean, less spiritual than that. Maybe just a memory. But honestly, it could be a complete fabrication. It could be a fairy tale. I don't know what my mind's cooking up when that happens. It happened very frequently at first, and now it hasn't happened in the last few weeks. I kind of thought I was past it.
Was this happening before you met John, or?
No, to be honest, meeting John is the first concrete memory I have, I think.
Interesting.
It's all a blur. I know that sounds not plausible, but it's just I sometimes, especially at the beginning, the last couple months have been pretty clear, but even some of my memories from the beginning when I first woke up that I think are memories, I'm not sure, they kind of blur the line of whatever this is.
Well, as someone who also has had some memory loss, it's definitely plausible. and there's some. So that's what happens in the dream. Are you like? Is it like a good? I mean, it's clearly not a good thing if you're screaming waking up. But
To be honest, I'm still trying to make sense of it. I don't even know what to think. You know, I don't have any long extended glimpses of anything. Just fractures. You know, of I don't know what, but
yeah,
I'm hoping I can take a deeper dive into some of this stuff. I'm just not really sure where to start.
when you said it's been a couple weeks since you've had this.
Yeah.
It's curious. It would, out of all times, it would come out now. But
You know,
do you think did you have it at all when you were at John's place?
yeah. To be honest, if I
know
think
his
back to
place is
prior
a
times it's
magical
happened,
room.
it seems like it's almost related to the storms themselves. I get lots of flashes of thunder and crashes and lightning and everything in the dream. And I mean, today there's a storm. I can't say I really paid much attention when they first started happening, but it might have been that time of year. I don't know, man. To be honest, it stumps me. I wish I wish I could share more, but you know about as much as I do at this point.
As someone who doesn't dream, you might be barking up the wrong bush. So, I don't know what it means, but I mean, if you're waking up scared, it probably can't be anything good. Or maybe it's your body warning yourself about something. I don't know, but
yeah, I'm not sure.
I'll make sure to keep my eyes on you next time there's a big thunderstorm. Maybe it's related if you think that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But who knows? Maybe when we get into Capelon, maybe meet up with somebody there that might be able to point me in the right direction of some answers.
There is a lot of snooty, smart people there, so they,
yeah, I know the type.
yeah.
But
well, that's good that it. I mean, no offense to your storm dream, but at least it wasn't people attacking us that you were waking up screaming to. So
yeah, that being said, should probably
that's a good thing.
Maybe start keeping an eye a bit more. I lost track of time. Do you know how long is my shift up, or should I be? I guess my shift was up. I'm all spun around.
I'll go get Mr. Cambrio Captain, because he can do the last few hours while we rest up here.
All right, I'll
stay up here.
I'll go tag out with him because I might try and get down below deck for the last few hours. And
sounds good, Sunshine.
I will walk down below deck.
Okay, and you wake up Cambrio for his... Yeah.
Captain!
Mutiny! Okay. Yeah. Yes?
Mr. CC, sir. It's your watch.
It's 9 a.m. already?
I don't know. We didn't have a captain to tell us.
Is the sun up?
I'm not sure. Captain, can you tell me?
What? I will do you a favor this time. This is just because I'm a good captain. You can take my room. I'll go take watch upstairs. So I just kind of get out. I'm wearing like pirate pajamas, sort of. Like if you see Bridgerton, just whenever they're sort of just clothing down, it's like I got my pants with all my buttons on, sort of, and like a loose dress shirt that's also an undershirt. Yeah. And so I'm just gonna gesture for him to climb the big old. It's not really a big old bed. It's just like the largest bunk. It has like the best curtain around it. So then yeah, you going to bed, Wills?
Yeah. I'm gonna like kind of brush by you. Just go right in.
Can I find Jinxie?
You can find Jinxie. Jinxie is currently resting and needs the sleep, but yeah, you could interrupt.
I'm gonna go wake up Jinxie.
Okay.
All right, so just I don't even think it's just gonna go shake him awake. Just Jinxie, this is your captain speaking. Jinxie, this is your captain speaking. It's I've done my time. It's your time for the shift up top. If you just want to take us home till morning, we'll be good to go.
Oh, I'm so tired. Are you sure?
You know what? Is this your first time on a boat? Like sleeping on a boat?
Yeah. This is.
Yeah,
this
it's never restful the first night. So
And-
I think just trust me.
Jinxie tries to like slowly stand up, but his like equilibrium in his ears is all off because he's never.
Ooh,
been on a
I'm
boat
just gonna-
before.
I'm just gonna like steady his arms for
Yeah,
him. Be like,
takes
"Come,
a couple
get upstairs,
stumbles.
get those sea legs under you.
Oh,
And I'm just
It's
gonna
gotta
crawl
be a
into whatever
strength
bunk he was in.
okay.
You also can't stand up. It's only 5
Yeah,
feet.
I'm like
so
hunched
yeah.
over.
Crush your head off of the.
Yeah.
Off the
Watch your head.
That's fine. Because this is going to give you a point of exhaustion, Jinxie, if you do it, I'll let you roll an insight to see if you can tell if Cambrio's lying. Cambrio, can I get a deception from you, please?
Okay.
I gotta like Cambrio's odds here.
22.
Never
Oh!
tell me the odds.
Oh no!
Ooh,
Jinxie's like pushed
Oh!
stuffed up.
He doubled you.
he doubled me.
Okay, so
Damn.
with a 22 for Jinxie, he certainly susses out the lie. So, Jinxie, you know that it's way too early for your shift. Now, the captain is asking you, for a favor here, but you know internally that it is going to penalize you statistically if we were to, say it that way. So, I'll leave it with you. This is your show.
This seems much harder than helping Korg in the garden. I'm so tired. I don't want to wake up right now.
And this is Cambrio is not in this position because of his confidence. It does not like push back. So, you passed the test, my man. It's hard to tell time without a clock. There you go. Use the you know what? First mate. You wake up in the morning, first mate. And then it's just gonna kind of slink upstairs.
First
Really just try to look like it's just all part of the plan.
Okay, perfect.
Jinxie goes back to bed.
What took you so long?
Yeah, so there's only 2 hours of watch left. Can I get a perception check from you, Cambrio, please?
I'm already in the skills tab. It's a 19.
You are able to watch a very beautiful sunrise. It starts as a deep crimson red and crests into a yellow-orange burst that brings light and warmth onto the horizon, and you are enjoying the view. You can safely say that you've survived night 1 of your journey on the literal railroad boat.
Is there where the barge is moving pretty slow? Is there any like flotsam or wood in the river?
Roll me a perception check.
Another one?
It's a 17. I just want like a
there's some.
firewood log.
Yeah, there's like there's a mighty branch that's about 6 feet long by 6 inches thick. That's kind of just tumbling down the river slowly.
I'm gonna use my rapier to kind of just try to scoop it out, sort of, just fish it out of the river.
The rapier for the 6-foot log that is 6 inches.
Oh, you said it was
in
sorry, it
diameter?
was a branch. I'm just gonna try to
Like
grab
it's
it.
a branch, but it's bigger. It's you have to just go out. Yeah, you can grab
I'm
it.
just gonna try to.
Semantics. Pick up the branch.
I want
Yeah,
the log.
You have the branch
Give
in
me
your
the
hand.
log and let me do my
Yes.
thing.
I'll help you.
Okay,
Okay,
so
go for it.
so
I will help
just
you
no,
pick
I
it
don't need
up.
shot for this. So I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna kind of whittle off all the branches. Then I'm just gonna start scribing in my very shitty handwriting. Just captain's log, day 1. Got my crew through the night. Found I have a wise old friend in Jinxie. Zen is a bit lazy. And then I'm gonna go to bed. And I'm just gonna underline it and sign off.
Okay. That.
You didn't star date it, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Jinxie can help with that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So Captain's log is started. Where are you keeping Captain's log? It's on the deck, or are you going to sneak it back to your bunk?
It's in the bag of holding.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the
good
whole
placement.
6-foot branch. I pull it out. It's going to be like a totem pole by the end of this saga.
That's fine.
But
Mark it in the bag of holding that you have a captain's
I
log.
have the captain's log.
Yeah.
When you were scribing this, I picture Cambrio just like muttering it out loud as
I do have to
scribing
sound
it.
the
He's like,
words out.
"Captain's
But like
log."
really slowly because he's carving it into wood.
Yeah.
Dear.
Joe just gonna watch
Yeah.
you the whole time and be like, good Christ.
Okay, so we're going to do something interesting for the final 3 days of travel because you remember that it is a 4-day ship ride.
River cruise.
Said
A
woke
river
up.
cruise. That's
Mhm.
right. Up to the city of Capelon, the capital of Titlebrook.
He's up on the
And I'm going to need one volunteer, please, to roll me a d8. There's going to be enough so that 3 of the 4 of you can do it, and
I have a die in my hand.
okay, let's see what the roll is, my friend.
It's a 7.
Okay,
Yeah.
a 7.
It's gotta
Lucky
be good.
number.
Okay, a 7. Perfect. So, Zed, as the roller of the d8 on day 2, you notice that the thunderstorms from the night previous are beginning to dissipate. It's a nice sunny warm day with some overcast, but typically a great day for travel. You know that the river and the forest and the land in between the two towns that you visit can be wild. It can hold in it some terrible creatures, some, deadly strangers. But today was a good day. Because as you leaned over the side of the boat mid-afternoon, you noticed that there is a glimmer of something in the bottom of the river, about 6 feet down. What do you do?
Can I tell the size of this glimmer, color, anything?
So it's like the sunlight catches it, and it's almost like a sheen at the bottom of the river. Like it picked up unnaturally the sunlight, and it was very noticeable by you, but also it happened quickly. So it's not a huge thing, but there's definitely something in the bottom of the river.
Am I beside? What end of the ship am I on? Do you know? Or do I know?
You would be port side, leaning over.
Yeah, port side. Oh, right. Is that near the front or the back?
That is
That's
the
what I
left
need to
side
know.
if you are at the helm looking forward.
Perfect.
Back
So
back,
I'm going
so-
to walk towards the back of the ship, and I'm going
Stern.
to the lever
Okay.
into a stopped position and
Whoa.
say, "Captain!"
I'm there because that's where I was when I was on watch. I'm just like, yes?
Yeah, so I'm right beside you, yelling, "Captain!"
Yeah,
I saw something in the water, and I'm going for it.
Where? Just show me.
And then I dive into the water to show him.
Okay,
I'm swimming down. You said 6 feet, so I'm gonna have to get in there to reach it.
You're gonna have to get in there, but it's easy enough where you're not gonna need a skill check to acquire this item. Yes.
For semantics, I'm just going to stop the boat, so it's not continuing just the other
Oh,
direction
I
away from him.
already did. Sorry,
Oh,
I did
I'm
it
sorry.
when
I thought you
yelled,
threw it
"Captain."
in reverse.
I walked over to you, put
Yeah,
it
I
into
thought we were
stop, and
reversing.
then said, "Captain."
Mm.
Yeah.
No, just to stop.
There's a lot of hand motions. We do have to remember that we're an audio podcast.
We are.
On the note of getting this item, it is easy enough to get. So you are able to acquire the uncommon version of Glamour Weave.
Ooh.
It is a shining, shimmery robe that as you pull out of the water, it immediately is dry in your hands. It looks black and sheen, although you can tell that there's something special about this.
Very cool. I'm gonna.
What'd you find it?
It's a robe.
You said it's
Looks-
a rope?
Robe,
Robe.
and
It's
I
very
don't
shiny.
say it's just my size.
Children's medium?
No, my size, Captain. My size. What's a medium and a half?
What is a medium?
Medium plus.
Is that a middle size? I don't.
They don't make mediums for Warforged, battle machine warriors like yourself, Chode. I feel like you started
Even way
the triple
close.
XL and you move from there. I'm gonna whip this sucker around.
Extra legendary.
Are
Okay.
you still in the
Okay.
river?
Yeah, that's a great question.
No, I got out.
Okay. Okay. So you're on the deck of the boat, and you have this black velvet robe in your hands. You flip it around magnificently. You tie the little string here, and you, my friend, have one of my favorite non-attunable items in the game. So you don't actually have to attune to this for it to work. I need you to think of a pattern. Think of a design.
Think
Think
hearts.
of a...
Blue. Green, red, blue.
Yeah, well, looking off at the horizon, the water, and I would think of a nice ocean, a beach, some waves, perhaps, some a nice splashing white cap on a rushing body of water.
Perfect. So as you are kind of spinning and showing off your robe, as the thought of that design comes into your head, the black robe on your back transforms. And you can now see the crashing of waves and the ocean swirling on this robe. And more than that, it looks like when the waves are crashing, it almost looks like it's hitting your shoulder, and foam is actually splashing up from the robe. It essentially allows you to create a fun pattern, but because you have the uncommon version, you can flare it up a little bit, and essentially the design emanates from the robe.
Very nice.
So that is cool. You can add Glamour Weave Uncommon to your inventory, sir.
Foam makes like a little Jon Snow collar around your neck.
Little poof. Little poof.
Yeah.
Oh, and I see some pretty cool properties in the charisma, performance, and persuasion check variety.
Ooh.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
It's one nice jet.
So I'm going to
He's
let
got
you...
a really nice cape.
That was the best setting in the world.
Plus one
Sweet
charisma.
So Zed's like super exciting and like a really fun guy. So it's black again already.
That's a great bit. Just keep it black
Only
the whole time.
sunshine. Only
It
sunshine.
reflects my soul.
Oh, that's good. Okay, well, that you rolled a great number. That concludes day number 2
Hard
of
to
travel.
follow that one up, eh,
Yeah.
boys?
Now, just for speed's sake, what we're going to do is we're going to do a group perception check. So each of you is going to roll perception, and it's going to represent at what points in the night you're all doing watch, and if something happens.
18.
23.
Okay.
22.
8.
Don't ruin this. Oh, come
Ooh.
Okay. So everybody except for Jinxie on your watch during the second night of travel. It's interesting.
Way to go, football.
The river itself widens a little bit the further north that you're going, but the forest itself seems to tighten in because there's not a lot of travel or towns in between these two places. This is very much you're in the heart of, say, the wilderness between these two places. All along the tree line, the 3 of you who rolled higher than the 8 that Jinxie did can see at different points in the night, it looks like small orange eyes glowing from the canopy. Not menacing, just kind of looking at you. At first, there's 2 or 3 that you can see. At some points in the night, middle of the night, there's 11 or 12 sets of eyes. It's a little bit ominous, but at no point do you feel like they're going to attack, but there are certainly eyes on you. However, nothing happens during your second night, and we now come to day 3 of travel.
Hey, Captain.
Yes.
I don't know if anyone else noticed it last night, but it seemed like we were being watched from the tree line.
Watched. I was on watch. No one else was watching.
All right.
can't even see a tusk.
Gonna-
How could you see outside of the tree line?
Some
Yeah,
days
never
it's
just
better
spares
than
feelings,
others.
so I'm just gonna do a quick little mind link with the two who seem to have seen something else. And like, Captain's convo, we all saw those last night, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I've sailed a couple times through here, and there's obviously like there are critters in the woods. I don't particularly remember much of it. It was when I was more excited by the boat. Nautical life suits me. So other than that, nothing tried to get on or nothing made like a move, right?
No, I do think it's something we need to keep, an eye on. Keep our wits about us for sure. Definitely need to keep probably the 2-man watch system. Should it please the captain, of course.
I like your brains.
I ain't
Quartermaster.
fit downstairs anyway, so.
And I do a big old flourish as I proclaim Zed Quartermaster.
All these promotions get thrown out.
Is that worse
Wait,
than a
hold
half
on.
master?
There is no such thing
You
as a
get-
half master. You're just gonna. I'll handle the big picture responsibilities of the ship, and you just handle the day to day, making sure this ship stays afloat and running.
I think he was half master when Scruffy was around, but
I like the cut of your jib, jib boy. That's my final promotion for the
I
day, and
give
I'm gonna,
Jib
I'm
Boy,
gonna, I'm
you
gonna
give
set, I'm gonna
Furball
set down to my
the
captain's
fucking
log.
first mate.
Hey, you don't know that. Chode wasn't there.
You reading my log?
Jim, it's cheating
I
the
would
game.
have found out by now.
It's
It was a
true.
full day of
Jinxie's
just
been
hanging
strutting
out.
around, first mating it.
Okay.
Not really having an idea what it is, but
Yeah, Jinxie, what has Jinxie been doing as the first mate? What are some of the tasks that he
like,
envisions?
Jinxie is really good at kind of laying down on its side like a cat would, and just kind of like half sleeping, but still being awake. Jinxie loves doing that.
So you're
Yeah,
like
Captain. I'll be honest. Just
Oh my god.
you named
Like
Jinxie
Mephistopheles
first mate.
from
Does that mean he's like your closest friend?
Just
Like
means
your-
that I
your-
trust him above
Your
all
number
else.
one pal? Is that a first mate?
We
If
have
something, God
a
forbid, and I know
conversation.
we all hope that if something, God forbid, happens to me and I can no longer effectively captain the ship, Jinxie has just shown the most so far. It's a revolving
You know what?
set of
Oh,
rules.
that is much worse than I thought.
So, yeah, let's just
You're back to Goldilocks. You're
let's
not
just make
Ghost
sure
Knights
nothing
anymore.
happens to Captain. It might be a little, negative reinforcement. If something happens to me, look who's in charge.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then who's next after that?
point.
Jibman or Quartermaster?
It would be a fight to the death, as per nautical tradition.
Quartermaster would lose.
You can have it. I don't.
Oh,
I don't.
damn it.
Let's
Yeah,
just keep me
We can
captain.
just both agree, Chode, that if Jinxie's running the ship, we're both abandoning.
It's just agree. Yeah, things are pretty swell. Swell, like a wave. With Cambrio as captain. Yeah, that's fine.
Zed makes the waves on his cape again.
I see Quartermaster. I like the brains. He's got brains. I'm gonna just go start etching all my new promotions into the log so I can keep track of it.
On that note, who would like to roll the day 3 D8?
I believe the first mate should definitely do that.
First man.
First man.
The first man.
Just
Novus
one.
Hope.
Go ahead and roll a
man.
D8,
One
Jinxie.
First
D8.
man.
Man.
Okay. Ooh, it's a 2.
Oh god, that sounds
It's a
awful.
2.
We're attacked by the Kraken. It's over.
Those little,
What's that? 30,000 goblins?
yeah,
Great.
those little yellow eyes, killer lemurs.
One giant
Okay.
creature.
It's just Madagascar, but just demon.
Oh, Mark.
Yeah,
Um,
got fangs.
yeah. So
Oh.
the weather yesterday was very nice and very warm and made for a nice day of travel. Today, though, the clouds come back heavier than ever, worse than the first night on the ship. The clouds are black. Lightning and thunder start crackling across the horizon, and cold, heavy rain begins pouring on you guys. It's so bad that you guys have essentially quandary in front of you. You either continue on and all gain a point of exhaustion because you're fighting through the elements, or you pack up and you stop for the night and you lose a day of travel and you start again tomorrow.
Think, Captain, think.
Captain, this.
Is this out loud or in your head?
That's Cambrio out loud.
Okay, out loud.
That's Cambrio on his third captain log entry. Think,
Captain.
Captain, think.
All right, this is
Zed,
Scott speaking real
go
quick.
ahead.
Is the boat not on a rail, and did we not establish that you click the lever and it goes?
Yeah.
Can we
I am
just
a
not-
little confused as to how we would be.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to just all hunker down and see how your loot goes on top, I'm happy
No
to
one's
roll that
watching.
dice with you too.
Oh, you are a sassy DM.
Are we going to be removing the loot from the barge, though?
No, but baddies could. They just swing down from the trees.
We can see what happens. Yeah, we can see what happens if you want to keep going. Sure.
But would Captain know about this?
Zed, you've been around John the longest. What is the rough perishability of his product, if you know?
You know, I've only helped out with like a couple small shipments here and there. Nothing as significant as this. Not really speaking to that, but just speaking to our goal. This weather is nuts, and if we don't get this stuff there in one piece, I mean, we're not going to make any money, and then this was all for naught.
So maybe we try, I guess we stop, and then do you know how we detach the boat from the rail, or are we just...
I don't think we can do that, to be honest.
So then we've got to
I
get it
don't
to shore, find a
understand
dock.
exactly what we're supposed to do here.
I think
According
you
to
know
what
what
the
you know.
DM
Zed,
has
good. I'm
told
gonna grab Zed by the shoulders and shake him by the shoulder. You got sea madness, man. Snap out of it. All right.
Okay, so I slap Cambrio across the face. I think I've calmed down. Thank you.
I just see that as like a rational move. It's like that's the Zed I know and don't really trust. Okay.
Add it to your log diary.
How do you know about my captain's log? That's a private log.
We've been seeing you haul this
Uh,
big ass log.
After the
It's
first time you had it, you
6
forgot
feet
to
long.
put it in the bag of
It's
holding.
just been a
It's just
6 foot
been
log
laying
sitting
around.
behind the lever the whole time, just like rolling around whenever it gets a little rough.
You keep announcing entry number 3.
I'm just awkwardly
Every
trying to
time you
like, I've got the bag out again, and I'm trying to like shuffle the log back into the bag, but I have to like scoop one end of it in and then shimmy backwards.
So for semantics' sake, I mean, I can just explain. Either you park the boat, secure everything, and hunker down below and not take a point of exhaustion, but you have to roll again on the D8 table for next day's travel, and then the journey takes 5 days. Or you go through, I'll take a point of exhaustion, and hope that nothing else is rolled on the encounter table.
I think we gotta push through because the timing's important. Even if we hit a little bit on the value of the cargo, we're turning us all around into the Emily pursuit. Which
Captain, I
We
have an
can't
idea.
lose time.
We're also late already.
First mate,
What if I thorn whip and put vines over top of the cargo, and we protect cargo?
Daddy's wise first mate.
Then we
yes,
sleep.
yes.
That might be your first bright idea I've ever heard you speak.
Ooh, I love being bright.
The cape just turns into a light bulb, just flashing, flashing, flashing.
Bing, 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 bing.
Is that what you're going to do, Jinxie?
So should we try this?
I think
All
it's
right,
a
you gotta
great
be careful.
idea.
Don't damage any of the product.
I would like some help. Give me your hands. And I reach out to Cambrio and Zed to hold their hands.
I willingly give him my
I like
hand.
scooch sideways and then kind of push Chode in the way.
Just grab Chode's arm.
I will grab you by that fancy robe and throw you into him. You can help. You can help him. I ain't touching
I'm
that
hoping
guy.
like me holding his
Did you
hand.
see how he
counts as,
shit
like, help
last time?
action.
So,
Yeah, I'll make the family handhold the help action.
Cambrio
Sure.
powers.
Come on, Chode. Get in
We're
here.
like who's down in Whoville. Nah, I'm the Grinch. I ain't doing that.
Well, it was worth a shot.
So Jinxie's gonna cast Thorn Whip over top of our cargo hold area.
Okay.
Do you need to roll, or
I'm just pulling it up just to make
I'll
sure.
put it in the...
Be a fun
Yeah.
dad. Come on.
No, hey, I'm just making sure. Hey, blah, 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 blah.
Come on.
Okay, so here. Because it's a cantrip, I'm gonna have you roll me an Arcana check,
okay.
just to see how potent and how strong the spell is. Either way, it will work, but there's a better way to do it and a worse way to do it.
18.
Perfect. So your Thorn Whip is not only
Advantage.
beautiful and green. Yeah, that's true. You do have advantage if you want to make it even more beautiful and greener.
Sorry, I have advantage on Arcana?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I'm giving you the help action.
Well, they're
the
getting
help.
helped.
we're gonna go with the first one.
Okay, so with an 18, yeah, your Thorn Whip is thick and is lovely and luscious, and there are many thorns on top, but it's great because the thorns are kind of acting like an interlock system, holding the other vines and thorns on top of all of the procured items that you still haven't checked what is in there onto the boat. So it looks like you have an extra layer of natural tarpage on top of your items, and you feel like it's going to be hard to, get in. It's going to be hard for the weather to make a big deal of it. I think maybe Jinxie solved the problem today. If you guys want to go under below deck,
Chode, you can keep watching. We'll do our regular routine,
Yep. I'll stay
alternating
up here.
shifts.
Keep an eye.
Is that the plan, Captain?
Stasis mode.
Cambrio is just giving like a proud, like, not really nod, but just like smiling, kind of shaking his head at Jinxie. Just like, God damn it. Just you brilliant bastards. You goddamn did it. What was that, sorry?
Do you guys want to take the first sleep? I feel like first mate's probably earned a good rest, right, Cap?
That's why you're quartermaster. I like these ideas. I will go to bed. And Cambria goes down to go to bed.
All right, Jinxie, I'll take first watch.
Okay. Need some good rest.
okay. So during the day, the cold, terrible hailstorm was kind of ripping you guys apart, and it was terrible. However, as night comes, the storm starts to dissipate a little bit, and now it's kind of a normal rain-free evening of watch. So again, we're going to roll. Now, what I should have done last time is just seeing who goes where. So who has first, second, third, and fourth watch, and then you guys can roll me your perceptions.
First with Chode, I believe.
Okay.
Oh no.
I don't want to say it.
Is it
It's a short
91.
7.
Short 7. Okay, that's fine.
No,
so
but
no, it's a natty one.
I knew what he meant. Okay, yeah. Everything seems fine. Who's next?
Chode, would that
I'll go
be?
next. That is a regular 7.
Yeah, you guys don't notice anything. Everything seems cool.
Well, it looks like tonight's a easier night. Nobody watching us.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen a single thing all night. Like anything. I've seen the waters. I can't even see the trees from here.
Yeah. Pretty chill night. Especially
All right,
after that
well.
horrible storm.
It's about my time to go relieve. Well, I think we can relieve Jinxie first this time because last time Cambrio tried to trick him into taking over his watch.
Yeah, go get your phone.
So I'm gonna
You
go
wanna
down
see-
and I'm gonna wake up.
Before you do that,
No, I already said it's too late.
That's fine. There's a sound on top of the bundle, and you hear a voice. You, gentlemen! What, you're just going to ignore me? I've been here for minutes. And you can see, I'll let you, I'll describe this person before you say anything. As you turn, you can see that on top of the bundle of items on your boat, and during the, during the day, some of the thorns and things have dried and it kind of looks like a clump, and he was sitting kind of in this clump of thorns, a halfling with brown skin, wearing a dark robe that's been tapered and form-fitting below the knees. He has a belt across his chest with different size knives and vials. He's wearing a mauve bandana, and he is sporting a lovely black mustache. Merchants? Traders? No, you must be adventurers. What brings you to this part of the forest? Hmm?
Can I first say this guy's super cool?
You may.
He sounds really fun, and I wish he was part of the team, but something tells me he's a douchebag. So,
Who the frick are you?
I am the apostle of adventure, the baron of beauty, the governor of gold, sultan of suave. But you may refer to me simply as Ragale Lacroix.
Bless you?
Gesundheit. It's Ragale Lacroix. And he's kind of, he's interested in both of you. He's kind of looking around, but he is also looking at his feet. And he goes, quite the nice bundle here. What are you trading? Would you like to trade with me?
is our mind chat still going?
Well, Cambrio's sleeping, so no.
I just didn't know how long it lasted, what the rules were.
I think he needs to be conscious for it.
I'm like a conduit for it. I'm technically supposed to roll a d4, but it's between 1 and 4 hours. But if I'm asleep, it's not up.
And he starts kind of rifling through. He's looking through your stuff, essentially.
Is he through the vines?
He's trying, yeah.
I'm gonna get up and be like, you.
I'm just a trader. Don't you worry about me. I'm just curious as to what you have. And he's kind of holding his hands out in front of him as he's kind of like backing away from you, but still on top of the bundle. And he looks down and he sees kind of like a small tissue type of thing. And he goes, oh, how lovely. And he starts pulling on this tissue. And it looks to be like a yellow and white silk scarf. And he goes, how lovely! These must be from Botan. And if I was a gambling man, I'd even venture a guess that this is the lovely Jasmine's work. Am I right, gentlemen?
I'm going to cast Gust if I can.
Gust?
Yes, Gust. Is he a medium or smaller creature?
He is, yeah.
He's going to have to succeed on a strength saving throw if you're allowing me to cast this. Or
I am.
Push 5 feet away.
That's fine. Which direction? Are you trying to push him off the boat?
Is he within 5 feet of the railing?
Yeah, just for fun, sure.
Yeah, okay. He's getting. I'm going to try and push him off the boat.
Okay, perfect. So he's going to roll a strength save throw, you said?
Yes, strength save throw.
And what is the DC, if you don't mind me asking?
14.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you can see that he is completely taken by surprise on this. And as he is holding the scarf, explaining that he just wants to trade, he goes, "Wah!" And his heels just get launched up and he plops into the river. Still holding the scarf, but he's off the boat now. Yep.
Okay.
Hold on. Is it like a magician scarf where like more and more of it just kept coming out?
No. Just the one.
Okay.
Just the one.
Sorry, Choda. Wasn't really sure how to handle that guy.
That was you? You knocked him. All right.
Yeah, it's something I can do.
Honestly, that guy seemed like a freaking asshole. So the less of him we dealt with, the better, I feel like.
So since we're not in combat yet, I'm going to use another cantrip. I'm going to point to where I know Cambrio is and cast message.
Sure.
And I'm going to say, Captain, wake up. Bring Jinxie. We have an intruder.
Okay.
Had.
Well, I said half.
I assume he's downstream by now. Like,
Yeah, okay, so you're messaging, and then I'll just... Karen's wake up, just... okay, I'll be right up there. And then I'm gonna grab Jinxie, run upstairs, and just be like, where is he?
Well, I kind of pushed him overboard, but he was trying to steal our stuff, I think. Chode, that guy seemed like a pretty nefarious fellow, right?
I hated him.
And you know, if Chode hated him.
Chode hated him, then I hated him. Good work, you two.
He is Jib, man.
He is the
And
Jib
I'm going to
man.
actually go and look overboard where I pushed him.
Sure, roll me a perception check with disadvantage unless you have dark vision.
I do.
Oh, I was going to say, let me turn the drift globe on, but...
All good. Perception?
Yes.
21.
Okay, give me just a quick second here. That's high enough where I actually need to roll.
Shite.
This fucking guy.
You got a 21.
Yes.
You don't see anything.
All right, Cambrio. Captain, CC, if you will. I don't know. I think he's gone. And then I walk back towards them.
Where was he?
I'm gonna turn the drift globe on. Just use the light, not the daylight, just the light. Just to
Sure.
turn it on.
Light emanates around you and the ship.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on the cargo and see what he was picking at.
Sure.
He pulled a scarf out of one of the boxes.
I'm just gonna look through the box. Is there any other loose scarves?
Sure. Yeah. So that box, if it's the one that he was like the one right on top, is full of silken scarves. There is about 9 left now, and they all look highly designed, wonderfully made, and they do look very similar to some of the garments that you saw at Jasmine's when you were at the Belle Chateau in Beaumont.
Did he give you what? So like, give your old captain the rundown here. This
All
guy
right.
was here. Then you fought him.
Chode and I were keeping watch. And this guy came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, he was just on the boat.
He got on
And
the boat. Well,
he got
you
on the
guys
boat.
were on watch. Cambrio shuffles a little bit of the log out of the bag. Starts scratching something.
Put that back. You put that log back,
I will.
Cambrio.
When I'm done.
Great callback.
we don't have that kind of time, Captain.
I've still very much just started to like try to get the first like character inscribed.
Yeah, but well, like we were saying, and then he started saying, you look like adventurers, and muttering some stuff, and then he said, let's trade, and then he started going through our stuff, and I'm pretty sure Cho told him not to, and then he just kept doing it, so I kind of blew him off the boat.
And now we can't find him.
Okay. Well, sounds like that's handled. If any more... I don't know much about trade. I do know a lot about stealing. And that sounds very familiar in terms of just going through people's stuff when they've asked me not to. So, yeah,
I'll be honest,
I am okay
he
with,
reminded
with,
me of
with
you a
blowing him
lot.
off the boat. So, great job. I'm going back downstairs.
Furball, do you smell anything weird? Is there any weird scents in the air?
Look to sniff them out here.
Sniff him out, big guy. Roll a perception with advantage.
I will take a look. 15.
Okay, yeah, with a 15, you get a very faint whiff of a mix of like a berry wine and ruggedness. I really don't know what other word to describe it. If there was a smell for cool, it smells like that on this ship right now. But it doesn't really give you any insight as to where he may have gone aside from overboard.
So all you can smell is Zed, eh?
Smells like man flesh.
Smells of rich elderberries.
What?
Wait, Jinxie, are you picking up on something?
Yes, I get a faint whiff of fancy oats. I don't
Well,
know. I've
okay,
never
we
smelled this
are-
before.
We are transporting fragrant. Can you smell the boxes to see if it smells the same, or
Jinx
is that
gonna walk over to the
different?
boxes, smell the boxes too.
Yeah. So this is definitely where kind of the berry wine was picking up from as well. You get a great sense of like a flowery fragrance, like more feminine perfume, but the coolness isn't there. The smell of coolness is certainly not in the boxes.
There's something else missing here. I can't place it.
That's a different
He's
smell.
still
It smells
here.
like confidence.
It does. You know what? It does smell like confidence. That's a great way to describe it. Thank you, Jinxie.
Cambrio has finally realized this conversation is not about him.
But again, should we stop the boat and go back, or
No.
I mean,
All right, come back out,
Frick
mister.
that guy.
You don't hear anything.
all right, I'm gonna head back below deck.
Can I
and
roll
I'll check
persuasion
down
on
there.
that? I'm really trying to be convincing.
I'll mind link you guys. I'm gonna go check out downstairs. If you need me, call me. And Cambrio's gonna actually
Captain?
go kind of check
Captain?
downstairs. Yeah.
Is this you going to check downstairs, or are you going for a nap?
I'm going to check downstairs.
But is it checking downstairs, or are you going for a nap?
You have an easy way to tell if the mind link stops working. Just come get me.
All right.
If the mind link stops working, you're gonna go swim to find out where he is.
Okay,
I'll
Chuck.
be honest, if he disappeared in the water, I don't think it's a good idea for me to go in the water.
Jinxie's
Why are
gonna
you
go-
all so sure he's here? He just smells them. I'll check out downstairs. You guys keep the watch. The mind link is fine. And Cambrio's gonna go downstairs.
Okay. What does Cambrio do?
Hey, he's kind of napping. But like, try to stay awake enough to keep the mind link
Are
going,
you
but try to
not
nap.
looking?
So I actually have a question for you, and I'll let you guys decide because you guys have been in the mind chat. Does the mind chat always kind of emanate like a white noise, like you know that it's online and then ready, or is it like when Cambrio went downstairs and wasn't thinking anything, you guys immediately thought, well, it's done.
To me,
We get
way
like
they would know
when
is
he
if
falls
they-
asleep, we get the Skype. "Noo-noo."
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
let me
you haven't
describe
been-
my own mind link.
Yeah. Go ahead, Scott.
Okay, it's more of a little bit of a pressure in the back of your skull, and they obviously can't hear each other anymore if it's off.
Okay.
Like
And the pressure dissipates.
yeah, but they also just can
Sure.
think to each other to check it.
Okay. Cool.
And I am trying to
All right,
be
Chode,
awake
I'm-
enough that it's on, but I am trying to nap.
All right, Chode, I'm gonna go get Cambrio.
I'll keep looking. Furball.
Yes.
But let's find
Okay.
this guy.
I need to go downstairs.
Keep using your sniffer.
I'm gonna go out like behind the back of the boat and just try to look out for him.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
With smell?
You gave him such a
sure.
characteristic scent.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Sure. Yes.
21.
Smell that cool.
Thank God
The 21
for that.
doesn't do it.
Yeah. With a 21, your nose confidently tells you that the smell is gone and that this figure is lost in the night.
I've lost him. That confidence is gone.
You guys
Stand
enough
over
confidence for
Cambrio,
everybody.
glaring.
I was just
Then I go back
checking
upstairs.
he's not in here. Alright, so I
It-
thought I
by,
would let you
by the way,
check.
it is the middle of the night and it is time for a switch. So
Right. Then I get to the top of the deck and I turn right back around and I go shake Cambrio. Cambrio!
Yes, I was awake. He's not here. I'm fine.
Yeah, I know, it's your shift.
Captain Shift. Need the old captain to keep you safe through the night. I get it. I was a young blood myself once, but all right then. I was gonna head up on top.
You were a blood?
Young blood, fresh sea legs, a sea filly.
I cast Gust as he's going up the stairs
Okay.
behind him.
That's a
Roll
that's a
strength saving
classic
throw.
nor'easter. You'll learn about those. All right, Cambrio's atop. His natural stands like Jack Sparrow beside the lever because it's kind of like he's driving the boat, but it's very much just in forward. So he's just standing there with like one hand resting on it. Napoleon handed the jacket the other side.
That's great. Can I get a perception check as you are doing your 2 hours of watch?
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. You pick up that there are more orange glowing eyes about the size of, raven's eye or something like that in the trees, but no other disturbances.
Can I use my telegraph?
Last check.
Sorry.
Oh.
Can I use my mage hand to shake a branch?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna shake a branch, see what happens.
Sure. So you shake a branch and you can hear rustling and like creatures flying. You don't see anything for a few seconds, but then they breach the top of the treetops, and it looks like, obviously in the middle of the night it's hard to tell, it looks like silhouettes of crows or ravens, but with tiny sprigs from their head. So something is like, maybe it's horns, maybe it's tentacles,
Can I make
maybe
like
it's just
a
long
history
feathers.
or
But
nature check to see if I've ever heard of these creatures or seen them in the woods?
sure, yeah, go ahead.
It's a 15.
A 15. You're not sure that you've ever run into these before, but you have picked up of a saying while you travel in between these two places that Pibs be watching, and you are maybe now figuring out as Pibs whatever birds those are, but you're not exactly sure.
I muttered in my breath. Pibs.
And so concludes your watch. Last up is Jinxie giving me a perception roll, my friend.
19.
Okay, 19. You get to watch a beautiful sunrise as the night of watch is over. You were visited by a fun traveler, and I had a lot more written on him, but he's now in the river somewhere. So concludes. You are now on day 3 of your journey, and I need somebody else to roll me a d8.
I'll do it. That's 1.
A 1.
Yeah.
Shit.
I love real dice.
The boat
Perfect.
breaks.
So, give me a quick second here.
The smell's back.
Okay. So, Cambrio, I assume that this actually works because you're the captain here. You are in charge of the stick, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so as you're driving this ship, you can hear a crack, almost as if a tree is timbering. And I need you, as the driver of the boat, as well as everybody else that's on the ship, to roll me a dexterity save as a huge 60-foot tree comes crashing across the river, and it is about to squish you guys and the boat unless this is done properly. And Cambrio, I will say, because this boat is slow and not very dexterous, I'm going to ask you to roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Dex saving throw?
You almost made me waste
Dex
that 20
saving
but rolled
throw.
to a 14. It's still a... So with disadvantage, it's 17.
Okay.
6.
6, okay.
14.
14. And Speedy, Joe?
10.
Okay, so the tree falls from the right-hand side of the river as you're traveling north. It comes crashing across the river, and Cambrio, with your fast reaction time and your deft nimbleness, you are able to crank the boat backwards just enough so that it does hit the boat, but it only takes kind of the first foot of the nose off. So you have protected the goods. The boat is mainly intact. However, there is now the issue that there is a huge log in front of you, and you're going to need to either move that or deal with it. And you also hear yipping and hollering on the coast, or the riverbed on the right-hand side. As I'm going to need all of you to roll me a perception check to see if you can see what that is.
I was literally going to ask if I could see, like, if the tree fell or was cut down.
Dirty
13.
20.
13.
14.
Oh no, sorry, 15.
13. Okay, 15. Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't wrap up what happened to the rest of you. Anybody who got a 10 or lower, in a reaction to jumping out of the way, you are off the boat in the river at this point. You didn't take any damage, but you are now in the river. Okay?
Yep.
What was everybody's perception on the yipping and hollering?
13.
15.
14.
Oh, okay.
20.
Perfect. So with a dirty 20, it showed you are certainly able to see 4 gnolls on the right-hand side of your ship with frothing mouths, with anger in their eyes, and snarling just very deeply and very angrily. As the 4 gnolls come closer to you, I need everybody to roll me initiative at the start of next episode.
Oh,
man.
Sick. Take away that 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
Bird, were
exactly
you
is a
around for that?
knoll? I don't want to search it.
Yeah,
just
you know
to
what?
Take a picture because I don't want to see stats.
Gnolls look like crazed hyena
Yeah, they're big.
hybrids.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
like
yeah.
like hyena monsters on their back paws.
Hind
You
legs.
tell
Hind
those
legs,
never
yes.
played WoW. We talked about this today. I forget. Gnolls are classic early level WoW monster. They're
Yeah,
like
pretty scary
kobolds, but
looking, very
hyenas
cool.
instead of dragons.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed our podcast, please rate and review 5 stars for the 5 stars of the show. A special thanks to Matthew for designing our map and to Isabel for creating our art. You can find their work on Instagram at Matthews_makings and at Laco Miles, LACOMYLES. Thanks as well to Drew Hewitt and Arcane Anthems for doing our theme and background music. For music you too can use, visit patreon.com/arcaneanthems to add the perfect theme to your home game. You can follow more Eldritch Buds news on Instagram at Eldritch Buds or on our subreddit at r/Eldritch Buddies.